Welcome to Off the Record with Sharon Stewart, featuring the best in local rock and the stories behind the sound. Let's go Off the Record.
Hey, thanks for tuning into the podcast on this episode of Off the Record. We're catching up with a band out of Clarion, PA that refuses to sit in just one genre. And honestly, I don't know why they should. They call themselves Fuzzii with two I's. It's psychedelic funk, punk, folk, fuzzed out, and fearless. And they're going to talk about how it all came together, what it's like building a sound like this in a small town, and where they're headed next. Be sure to stay to the end, too, so you can hear some of their music, all right? That's coming up at the end, but let's go off the record with Fuzzii. We got Matt, Willie, and Bryce in the studio. Hey, thanks for being a part of the podcast, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, well, first of all, let's start out with some introductions, okay? If you could each step up to the mic and, tell us who you are and what you play in the band.
Well, I'm Matty. I play guitar. I write songs, and I try to sing, but,
He's all right.
Okay.
I like it. My name's Willie. Play drums, backup vocals. We have fun.
I'm Bryce. I play the bass, backup vocals as well.
Well, what I like about your sound is very, very fun and laid back at the same time. Some descriptions of your sound, what do they say? Funk, punk,
psychedelic, folk, punk.
All that.
I don't like to categorize it, so a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You introduced yourself as Willie, but you're also known as the Reverend. Where did that come from?
Part of my barbecue thing that I want to do, Rockabilly Willies, and nothing fancy yet, but in the future. But the Reverend, it's just the Rockabilly
self-given
thing.
nickname.
It sounds good.
I mean, I am ordained. I can marry you. I can do all that good stuff, but
Okay.
it's more for the persona.
Yeah, it works with the band,
I try, Rockabilly Willies here.
So, where did the name Fuzzii come from? How did that start?
That started from, we like to hang out with our friends after hours, and we usually end up
Get a little
partying,
fuzzy?
So, get a little fuzzy. And there was a level in Yoshi's Island that kind of, it was a game for Super Nintendo back in the day. And,
Yeah.
The level was called Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy, which is the title of our upcoming album here.
Oh, okay.
And there was these little white puff balls, and whenever you touched them, the screen went all wonky and the music got weird. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought it was kind of fitting for us. So
Fuzzy with two eyes.
yeah, and the double eyes came from an attempt to draw a logo. We're going to put two little eyeballs on them. So now everybody spells the name wrong, but
You guys are based out of Clarion.
Correct.
What's it like playing and creating music in your town? I think Clarion is a very cool town, especially with the university there.
yeah, we got our homie Will Northey with the Keep It Downs. I think they were in here once already.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He has a bar, and he's been kind of keeping local music alive in Clarion, which has been really awesome. Then you got guys like Chuck Miller out in Brookville, so it's just a skip down the road, also helping keep local music alive in the town. So
Yeah.
it's been really cool. We try to get out as much as we can, just for fun. So we do travel a little bit.
When you write songs together, what's the process?
Matt usually comes to us with a song. He's like, hey, I just wrote this, and sends a little video out. And we're like, all right, I got something for that.
Yeah, we just build off.
And then
of
you
it,
go with it.
basically.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We put
I'll
our-
write a bass line and we build off that, but
We all put our input in there.
There's been a couple times we've been in the band room and just wrote a new song together, and we should have been practicing, but we ended up jamming. And next thing we're writing music. So
You just never know when it's going to happen, huh?
We just read each other very well.
So how long have you guys been together? You said the 90s you started out, or?
No, I was born in the 90s. So yeah, I did start out in the 90s. I guess,
Okay. No, but the band.
but the band, I want to say 2021-ish, 2022-ish. Yeah.
So you're pretty new?
Yeah, fairly new. 3 or 4 years, I think, under the belt of this banner. So
How about each one of you? Who are your heroes in music? Who are your major influences as far as musicians?
one of my biggest ones probably Flea.
You can hear that with the funk.
Can't forget Goody Lee for this guy.
Yeah. You could be a Geddy Lee, too, just as an impersonator. Now that'll look at you. Oh, you hear that all the time.
one of my
I
friends says
bet.
he's a pair of sunglasses away.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
I'm into a lot of Joey Harcum and Bumpin' Uglies, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Just a bunch of stuff over the years. So it's kind of hard to lay one down, but those are probably the big three these days for me.
Yeah. How about you, Reverend?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I'm a little older than these guys. Well, no, I was brought up on, old classic rock. Neil Peart, Alex Van Halen. You got
Okay.
Motley Crue, you got Tommy. And then Adrian Young, I hate to say no doubt, but
Yeah.
they put a little influence there.
Yeah.
But it's just throughout the years, I've met so many people, many different styles of drumming, and it's just adapting to it. That's why I'm all over the place.
So I can hear the influence in your music,
Oh, yeah.
honestly. So that makes perfect sense.
It's awesome, you know. just
Perfect
to have
sense.
That feeling inside, you can get it out.
So what kind of venues do you guys like playing the most? You talked about the clubs that you hit. I mean, where do you really get charged?
I think festivals are probably our favorite. There you can catch us in a dive bar or somebody's backyard or something. So
You do house parties and stuff like that too, huh?
Every now and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Present themselves, you know.
Cool. Well, like I said, you guys just give you ooze fun. Just in your presence. I've seen videos of you performing, and yeah, you guys just seem like a fun band. I would imagine the audience would
You gotta have
suck up
fun.
the joy that you bring, huh?
You gotta have fun. I mean, without having that energy and having fun with your best friends,
Right.
it's like, what's the point? You know? Just to, I want to be, hey, woo, here we are. Let's have some fun together. You know, not just
Right.
us.
Yeah.
Just you guys, let's have some fun. Dance.
We're just having this conversation with some of the colleagues in the scene, and we were just talking about this the other day. You can either build a business or you can play music with your best friends. So
Yeah.
take your pick, you know.
It's a tough call.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd
You
rather
know?
have fun with my friends. but,
Right. I'm just looking at your shirt. Is that so? That's your
That's
logo?
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
I slapped it on a Walmart jersey.
Is that a pickle or a cactus?
Everybody asks.
Oh, it's a cactus.
Boy, yeah.
Cactus boy.
Okay, I
It's
didn't know if
also
it was a
Chloe.
fuzzy pickle or what.
I tell on the stickers when it's real small too. I tell a little better on the shirts.
Do you sell merch anywhere? I mean,
We try to.
You try?
Yeah, we bring merch.
It's hard to
with us
keep up,
usually,
huh?
Yeah.
When we remember.
When we're at shows, we'll tell people we have merch, and we'll be like, "Hey, we got merch. Come see us." And then we don't stand at the merch booth, so that's our fault. We're just having too busy having fun with everybody.
We're out
So.
interacting with all the people, you know.
I know how that is. Yeah.
out.
You forget what you're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
promoting yourself and stuff, right?
It comes back into that business or fun aspect.
Right.
too.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
business is there, but
Yeah, that's true. So we were talking about clubs now, and you said you like doing the festivals. Of course, Barrage Fest. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
big one.
Oh yeah, next
Yeah.
weekend.
this coming up weekend.
So
Somerville.
you're going to be on the first night of Barrage Fest, right?
Yes.
Friday night. Okay.
Third
Is
and
it?
last.
I think at 8 p.m.
Oh,
I
okay.
think is our time.
Fuzzii.
Could be off on that. Don't quote me.
I think they'll start at 5.
Something like that. There's so many bands. Do you
Oh,
know
so
all the
many.
bands? Are you friends with everybody or what?
90% of them.
A good
So
chunk
this
of
is like a
them.
reunion for all of you guys,
Oh,
I
yeah,
imagine.
I mean, if it wasn't for Barrage Fest, the first one, a lot of us probably would have met down the line, but not as soon as we did, and just COVID
Yeah.
put a hurt on a lot of live music, and that's where
Yeah.
it kind of started from.
Right.
Yep, so shout out Eric Lemon and Chris Sharpie and everybody else at the Barrage.
Yeah. You know
Everybody
what?
wanted to go see a show, but nobody was playing, so local music had to come through.
Right. And it did big time. And look how it's grown. I did hear about Eric, how
Great dude.
I can't remember what band it was, but Eric he was a guy when he was in high school that just, loved to hang out with the bands and he would carry their equipment and stuff, So it seemed like it started there. He's had an admiration for musicians. Now, is he a musician himself? I don't think so, right? He just loves music, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that
I gotta pause 1 second though. You say you used to help carry people's gear.
he did. That's what I heard. I can't remember what band.
What the hell, man?
I can't remember what band it was, but they knew him in high school. I think it was Cabin Full of Bears.
Yeah.
Matt, I noticed actually while I was watching video of your performances on YouTube, Hakuna Matata tattoo on your arm. That pretty much gives the feel of the band. Carefree,
Yeah. We tried
no
to.
worries, right? When did you get that tattoo?
Oh, geez. I think I was 19. So
Oh.
this was over a decade ago.
It was before the band?
Before the band, yeah, a girl had just I just found out she cheated on me. And
Oh.
a friend of mine was doing tattoos, so I was drunk off my butt on some Jameson, and she did it for me about 5:00 in the morning. So that was just kind of a reminder and a mantra not to take shit so seriously.
Yeah, don't sweat it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that kind of, I can tell you guys have a very cool, laid-back vibe. So what kind of mindset, do you guys go into a show? I mean, imagine you try to go in happy and try to lift everybody else
yeah.
up, huh? I can tell. Do you have some new material coming out anytime soon, or?
Yeah, we're in the end stages of our second album, which comes back to that Touch Fuzzii Get Dizzy. That's our second album. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a couple things we want to fix, and then we just need to mix, master, and get it out there.
You've got material out now, right? That's available now.
Yeah, the first album's available everywhere, and we have 2 singles from the second album, Good Day and Open Up, available on the everywhere you can find your music. So
Okay. Yeah, like on iTunes.
Yeah,
if they want to
iTunes,
buy it.
Spotify, all that stuff.
You stream it on Spotify?
Yep, it's everywhere.
How do you feel about streaming platforms? Are you know?
I mean, it's a good way to get your music out there. I mean, those guys are greedy.
Yeah.
The CEO's making millions and millions, and you have to get millions and millions of plays to even see $1 or $2. It's kind of sad. But
Okay.
Craziness.
Yeah, but and they were talking about that before. Who was talking about that? I think Lars from Metallica mentioned it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Napster. That was a long time
Turns
ago.
out
yeah.
he was right the whole time.
He sure was, wasn't he? But it does get your workout. Yeah. So what's next, Barrage Fest? Anything else coming up for the band?
Erie.
Oh, you're going to Erie?
Yep, we'll be at Kings Rook in Erie on August 8th.
Hey.
Rathskeller's in Erie on August 16th. And we're starting to wind down for the season, though. And our drummer here is getting some surgery here for some stuff, so he'll be laid up for a little
recovery
bit.
time.
Season's almost over anyway, though, right?
Yep, good
Right.
timing for it.
Well-
Some after-bar drunken jams from Marion, so.
Ooh, shout out to UI.
There it is. Yeah. So why don't you let our listeners know where they can follow you? Like you said, we can find your stuff on iTunes streaming platforms, but you've got a Facebook page, right? Social media.
Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook's the main one. We have an Instagram. I don't keep up on it as much as I should, but
Same.
I know it's tough.
yeah.
Too many platforms out
The
there.
Facebook we're usually more on top of. So if you want to see if any shows coming up, I usually have a pinned post on there where we'll be at. So
A list of shows, updates.
as long as I keep up on updating it, it's usually pretty accurate. So
Right. Well, I appreciate you coming in and talking to me on Off the Record. So what I normally do is I like to play a song by the band that's featured on an episode.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to throw down Open Up, okay?
Woo!
You want to give us some insight into the song, what it's about? I mean, it's kind of
This guy writes the lyric.
it kind of starts out it's kind of a frenzied song. What do you think?
yeah, a little bit.
And it keeps throughout the song.
Yeah, it's that song. Lyrically wise, anyways, it's about a friend of ours that was screwing up pretty bad, and it's just kind of a hey, quit screwing up type thing. But kind of turned into what it is, and it makes you sad because this friend is still messing up, but no, it's one of my favorite to play songs, anyways. So. It's got a bittersweet in that sense because every time you play it, you're like, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun. So.
See, I had no idea because the song sounds
So uppity.
joyful.
You wouldn't even think.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a sad side to it.
Yeah.
And okay. Well, hey, thanks again for coming in and being on the podcast. And
Thank you.
we'll see you on Barrage Fest and on your social media. And be looking for that new album coming out. When do you think that's going to come out? Maybe
question.
mid-year?
Hey,
Or
Caleb, when do you think that's
as soon as they get it mixed.
Shout
huh?
out studio, shout out.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got some time blocked off in August here, so I think.
Yeah.
Love
I
everybody.
think it was like August, September, so we're going to get in and finish it up. So
Well,
hopefully not too much longer after that.
Yeah, you can't be too choosy, because everybody's doing it themselves, right?
Yeah, when it's ready, it's ready.
That's
so.
right.
Bryce, Matt, and Willie, Reverend Willie, thanks a lot for coming in and talking to me on Off the Record.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thanks for having us.
That was Fuzzii from Clarion, Pennsylvania. Big thanks to Matt, Willie, and Bryce for joining me today and for opening up on the podcast about their process, their roots, and their music. And if you're a local artist and you'd like to be featured on Off the Record, hey, send me an email. My email address is sharon@7mountainsmedia.com. We're going to roll the podcast out with an original track called Open Up from Fuzzii out of Clarion, Pennsylvania. And thanks for supporting local original music on Off the Record.
You've been talking funny, like we can. You've been acting funny, you won't get nothing from me. You've been acting shady, like we can. You've been talking shady.